I just came across, this was introduced to me, this really cool startup called Paperspace, which provides GPU-based virtual machines in the cloud. And I was taking a look at it. I was looking specifically how they deal with storage. Saw that you can provision physical storage in the machine, or you can provide shared drives using VPN and NFS, CIFS, SMB protocols and things like that. Anyway, I thought it would be really cool to just set one of these up and attach a LucidLink file space to it and see how that performed and see how easy that might be. And as I was going through it, I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to record this and set it up on the fly and show you the test as it happens. So I've already registered for my account here in Paperspace, and I'm at the point now where I'm going to add a machine. So let me just walk through this process. I'm in the West Coast. I'm going to choose West Coast here. This looks pretty easy. Yes, I'll use Windows 10. It's licensed. That's great. Happy to go hourly. And just a simple machine here should be fine as a proof of concept. Here's the storage that would be adding. Looks like 50 gigs is the smallest amount. That's fine. That's all I need. I only really need to host the OS there. Everything else I'll be providing through a Lucid file space and one machine. I don't really need snapshots, but what the heck. Does it once a week, that's fine. I've already got my credit card in here. That's great. And let me hit go. So there it goes. It looks like I'm going to be billed currently now, and then they'll prorate the amount of actual use time that I have later on. They said this is going to take about 5 minutes. I'm just going to let this run, and I'll probably fast forward the video so that you don't have to sit here and wait while it's provisioning. Okay, the machine is ready. That took pretty much exactly the 5 minutes they said it was going to take. Let's launch it. And we have our desktop. Looks great. Let's see what we've got here. Still doing some loading and final configurations or something. All right, that took a little bit longer than I expected. In the grand scheme of things, it was really, really quick, obviously. But in order for this video, I did speed up a couple of those sections. So again, here we open up this PC. I can see the 50 gig disk that is attached to it. Nothing else here. Nice, they put in Google Chrome already. So what I'm going to do now is go to the LucidLink registration and set up a cloud, download the client, and then attach that. See if I can just mount it right here and use it. And I think we'll be able to without any problem. So let me open up Chrome. I'm going to go to our demo site. This is going to allow us to register a machine. This will kick off the LucidLink service, which provides a shared file space, which we'll then be able to mount. This file space it's a LucidLink service, but we use S3 compatible object storage as the back end. So the actual data will be stored in S3. So let me get that going. and submit. And this will also take just a few minutes because we are kicking off a service and associating it to my account and doing all those kinds of things. So once again, I may speed up the video for just a little bit, although this one should take, as we say here, about 90 seconds. And there we go. All right, so this has redirected us to the page where now we will create our shared file space. We get to enter our system name. I'm going to call this Paperspace LucidLink, and my super secret password. And I'm going to choose North California here, so that I'm choosing the closest S3 data center to the West Coast, which is where my server is running in Paperspace. So let me connect this. There, and now I have created it. So now the fun begins. We've got a space that is set up where it is being stored in S3, and now we're going to download the client and just install it right here on our Paperspace machine. So let me click this link, and you can see we have Windows, Linux, Mac clients all available. Since we did this on a Win 10 machine, we'll download the Windows client and we will open it up and install it. I don't need this any longer. Yes, we will let this go ahead. Yes, please install. And that should just take a quick second. That's a fairly lightweight client. And there it is. The GUI will then open up for that, and this will allow me to join the file space that I just created. So this is Paperspace.LucidLink and my super secret password. And now once I connect here, you're going to see the mount point be injected into the operating system here as a file system. We connect, we are connected, and you can see the mount point is here. We could also open the folder. Now, because we did this as a demo, we are in the background putting a couple of files in there so that you've got something to use. Otherwise, you install this and you've got a blank space and say, great. So this is a brand new machine. There obviously wasn't anything on here yet. But when I go to the Lucid mount point, this is our shared file space, and it just looks like it's local. And we've got a few things here. So let's take a look at the pictures. Great. We can open up a butterfly picture. There it is. It's just like it's local, but this is actually streaming out of S3. And we can show that. Let's go back up into the main space here and actually create a file. So we're going to create a little text document. I'll call it from Paperspace. And I need to put a bit of data in here so that we have something, and save it, close that. Now, interesting thing is we can access this same file space from anywhere. So now I'm just gonna minimize my browser, which is connecting to the Paperspace, and I'm back on my local PC. And I'll open up my local LucidLink client, put in the same file space I just created, and super secret password. Let's connect here. Actually, let's open this up first. And you'll again see this connect. Bang, there it is. Now when we open this up, not only will we see that same amount, but we also see the file that we created from our cloud machine. And I can open this up, and I can also manipulate this by adding some more data to it. Save it. And now when I go back to my cloud machine and open this file again, there's more data in it. So we can actually collaborate on this. The nice thing about it is that this is it's elastic storage. So we're paying S3 rates for the storage. We're streaming it without having to set up VPNs. We're not having to use NFS or CIFS or SMB, which are very slow and chatty protocols when you inject latency into it. So you can just use this like primary data. So that was pretty easy, I must admit. I like Paperspace a lot, and I like it even more when I add a LucidLink mount point to it. Thanks.